WVU's Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute has announced its research on the first in-human monitoring device that could help anticipate overdoses. 12 News' Jalen Lamp joins us now in the studio. She spoke with officials from the Institute today to learn more about the development of this device. Jalen?
Eric, today I spoke with James Mahoney, Director of Addiction Research at WVU's Rockefeller Institute, on the ongoing studies behind an ingestible vital monitoring device that WVU is calling the Smart Pill. This pill would be able to assist with any overdoses that involve respiratory depressions like opioids. The idea behind swallowing a device like this is definitely intimidating and maybe even confusing, though it does have the potential to save the lives of thousands. West Virginia University's Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute is currently developing a pill that could potentially stop overdoses before they happen. The vital monitoring pill, known as the Smart Pill, has already undergone trials demonstrating that the device is safe to consume and functions like a smartwatch, collecting heart and respiratory rates. Technology like this has the potential to save the lives of thousands of people, though the public could be concerned that this pill could be enabling people battling with addiction.
As far as whether or not it would be enabling, when individuals bring that up, I hear that. I definitely could see where they would see that. However, and the rest of the team, after close consideration, no one walks into addiction, saying like, oh, I can't wait to the day I overdose. So I really think that it can certainly do more good than enabling.
In its current phase, the Smart Pill sits in a person's GI tract after digestion for only a few days before it's passed, though the next phase of research intends to create a pill that could sit for a week. Future innovations would incorporate a chamber that releases an opioid reversal medication like Narcan once the monitor has sensed a severe depression of vital signs.
Despite all the time and the resources that have gone into developing new behavioral treatments and medication treatments, the addiction epidemic and the overdose epidemic is still just running rampant. There's times now that we need to think outside the box. We need to think of other strategies. Using technology to our advantage is certainly one way that we're going to be able to combat what's going on in combination with the behavioral treatments, with the medication treatments.
With research still ongoing with the Smart Pill, it's too far out to tell now how this would be accessible or whether or not it would even be approved by the FDA. Of course, this is something we intend to follow over time, and we'll be sure to keep you updated as it develops. Reporting live from the studio, I'm Jalen Lamp with 12 News.